next topic which I had to cover was networking strategies. So there are two aspects to it. One is networking strategy, and the second is the personal branding, which we should focus on. And when I say personal branding, that's your branding on social media. Social media for these corporate opportunities would be LinkedIn, naturally. So one needs to understand that you need to have a very strong networking strategy going forward. And what and how you can go ahead with that, I am going to share with you, because Commander Ram also covered how, as people who are not from corporate, we need to build insights into the industry trends. So that's very important, wherein you decide that what kind of industry you want to target. And again, your personal inclinations, personal choices, and your previous background would help you in defining those industries. Okay. So, yes. So the networking strategy should include attending industry conferences and joining professional organizations. So once you've decided onto the vertical which you want to choose, then you can go online and search for the professional organizations in that particular industry, in that particular domain. So having that information, going to their websites would tell you if joining those organizations are good for you or not. For example, I have keen interest in HR. So the organizations which I may choose to become member of and then gain advantages or benefits further would be SHRM, or it could be HRFI, or other organizations like ATD, ISTD, and stuff. So I have done some research in HR. I would be able to tell you about that. However, as per your personal liking, it's always advisable that you go and network across these professional organizations. So that's where you will make your civil connects. Second is utilizing LinkedIn to connect with industry professionals. That is very much important. So at our level, I think no one stops us from reaching out to senior leaders in a particular industry, in companies which you want to target. And it's okay if you reach out to senior leaders. And generally, generally, I've seen that people respond. People respond. They are positive on connecting with veterans. Next is joining veteran support groups and networks. This is very, very important. There are many network support groups which are running. Many veterans are running them, and it's always advisable to form part of the network support groups, the local network support groups, as well as broad network support groups. So even according to our services, also there are different network support groups, so we can get connected with them. Then it comes participation in webinars and online courses. These are very, very important. So once you have defined your niche, that's where you can then start looking out for webinars and online courses, which you can pursue. Then attending local business meetups. So sometimes I've been asked this question, is the resettlement course really important? Or one can just forego that? Okay, of course, you can forego that. It's not a big deal. But what these resettlement courses provide us are networking opportunities. Because I don't think so that while we are working in the armed forces, we get that opportunity to connect across an industry, right? So while you are in places like Mumbai or Bangalore or Delhi, while you're doing these resettlement courses, you get the opportunity to connect with people across by attending these local business meetups, or maybe volunteering in industry-related events. So these are very good opportunities to get connected with people, and that's how you make your visibility, right? Then would be joining alumni networks from educational institutions. So this again is something, if you're doing it, your course from IM, you gradually get that kind of soft corner when you are reaching out to any civilian from that, institute. And I personally have reached out to people who are 20 years into the industry. They are from IIM Mumbai, and they have responded back to whatever to my requests and all. So people are good. People are generally good. So it definitely helps you to network cross incorporate. Engaging in online forums and communities related to your field. That's very important. That's where professional organizations will come into play. Then asking for informational interviews with professionals in desired roles. So you get such kind of opportunities, like I just mentioned to you, how CEO of a company, he responded back to my message and all. So that's what's that? So that's an informational interview where we both talk, we get to know about what our works are and how we can collaborate maybe, or, or just anything. So those are the things, where if you can strike a conversation with the person and that person remembers you, like Amanda Ram mentioned, if that person remembers you, okay, I spoke to someone, they were interested in this, maybe this would suit, and it's all reference. Okay. I'm not saying referral. I'm saying reference. Okay. So that's how you build those connections, that network. Then attending job fairs and career expos, that's also a must. You reach out to people, talk to people, and then for the connect over, again, LinkedIn, you exchange numbers, and that's how you start building your network. So that's pretty much on networking. And then following that would be the personal branding statement. So while you're on LinkedIn, you need to have a personal brand on LinkedIn. And for a personal brand to stand out for a veteran, you need to be clear on what you want to do. So we can't be everything in corporate. You know, Sometimes it also happens that your LinkedIn profile says something else, and at the end of the day, you join a different role. So now what will you do? You would have to rework your LinkedIn profile. There could be any reason for you to join on a different role. It could be anything. It could be anything. But at the very same time, you need to understand that you need to build a personal brand on LinkedIn. There are many veterans who are doing a good job at building their personal brands. Maybe you can follow them. You can get in touch with them and understand how they did that for become for gaining visibility for your own self. So it's a good exercise. It would be nice if you are able to build a personal brand and clear of all and have clarity on what you really want to do. So that's pretty much the easy part of the conversation. Now comes the difficult parts, and that's about how you can navigate corporate culture. So last year, I got the opportunity to connect with a colonel from the army, and our connection was quite. It extended over a period of time where we kind of did a few courses together, had long talks where he shared what he wanted to do later, and then he guided me also, and I also cleared some of the cobwebs in my head. Okay, this thing, that thing, and everything. So we were together, kind of finding ways and means across the deep sea of not being clear of anything. So that's the time when he shared something that next time, uh, if you connect with people, it's always good to find whether they are in that situation or not. And I asked him, sir, why are you saying this? So because I was discussing something with them from LinkedIn, and someone from LinkedIn connected, and they are saying this, they are saying that. I'm having a good conversation with them, and I got to know so many things about them. So one very important thing which you told to me was that, Loveleen, uh, you know, uh, if someone is talking to you and they're talking to you with some sort of knowledge on that, they perhaps should be doing well in that, you know. So that's one thing where what that I shared with Ayushi when she first reached out to me, that I want to share this particular thing on how people can from corporate no from defense can from military can navigate the corporate culture. But I don't have experience in corporate. Okay, I am also on my transition journey. So yesterday when I spoke to Commander Ram, I told him, okay, Commander Ram, I don't have corporate experience. I'm still in that journey transitioning. So what should I do? I mean, people would ask me, "Iske paas to corporate experience nahi hai, kar rahi hai yahan pe," right? So yeah, but as I told you, going to institutes like IIMs, they give you a lot of exposure, a lot of clarity, things which we left 10, 11, 20, 30 years ago, things which we are not used to now because we have fallen in that hierarchy which the organization, which the armed forces give us, that we're not open to the kind of flexibility or the adaptability which we had while we were in our graduations or before that for XNDS, right? So we need to understand that. And for understanding that, that 6 period of cushion, that 6 period of transition, which you get, it's very, very important. So for me, these 6 months have been huge. And I had previous experience of working in the social development sector where I have worked at the grassroots level. So that kind of empathy, that kind of emotional intelligence or maturity, which one expects out of any person working in corporate, has come to me, right? So for someone from military, even for me also at this stage, I sometimes find that certain things which are not how they were in military, the things are totally different. So you start questioning about the environment, and you start questioning yourself, questions like, oh, do you want to be so selfish, or is this how things work? You haven't ever seen that, right? So you question, and there's so many things. Ratna would tell us about these situations later, and she's smiling. I know Ayush and everyone of the team, they are. So it happens. It's normal, you know. And my experience at IIM Mumbai, and further after that also, because I got the opportunity to interview for a few companies till now. And yes, my experience has been great. It's been learning, huge learning. I personally feel that even if I haven't joined corporate, I have had that taste of corporate. I have had that, and that kind of gives you, some sort of hope that yes, you can help other people. Because difficult to navigate this terrain because we are new to it, right? We still need to develop the situational awareness of what is going on.